We are back again on your screens this morning. We've been joined by some of your favorite faces right here on TV3 from back in the day till present. Our head of news.
Our head of news, yes.
How does he pronounce his name again?
My name is Alfred Okansi.
Please zoom into Johnny's face. Zoom into Cam3. Zoom into Johnny's face. Let's see how Alfred pronounces his name.
So,
are we ready?
So the montage rope. Good evening to you and welcome to Ghana.
No, Johnny, hold on. Johnny, hold on. Johnny, hold on. They're focusing on you.
Yeah, focus,
okay,
please.
Focus on Johnny.
Focus. Deep
Cam3,
thought.
please.
Focus.
Nash, do your job.
Focus.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Good evening to you and welcome to Ghana tonight. My name is Alfred. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your host of Sunrise and also Ghana Tonight. And which are our business focus, news 360, all those things, Charlie. Hard guy. Sometimes on.
Please say the Alfred again, MC.
Alfred. I can't say. The Alfred, because it's foreign, has to come out. Then no can't say because we know it. It has to be inside. Alfred.
Alfred, don't your jaws hurt when you mention your name like that? Now, when I started watching TV3, I would usually hear her say on News 360, my name is Portia Solomon.
Yeah.
And then later on, it changed into Portia. God was like, what?
Harvest at 17. Harvest at 17.
Harvest at 17. Yeah, she got married.
Man can harvest the thing. When you see Portia's husband, very quiet.
Oh, I'm penning one cent.
But they have been born in.
When you look at him, you think that he cannot do the do.
But Charlie, the planting for food and jobs concept, I'm sure he developed it.
Planting for food and
jobs. Yeah, he developed the concept. Charlie. Pache! That's a multiple award-winning journalist here, and she does a lot of the human interest stories, social stories, touching lives. I remember Yeyi, I remember all those guys. I mean, everybody, everybody's Portia. Yeah, Portia, how are you doing?
I am doing great.
And then there's also Mrs. Iroko. So we usually don't show you the people behind the scenes. But Mrs. Iroko has been editing here for 55 years.
If it's 55, what about the company?
I know, right?
It's 55.
25 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thank
One of our formidable forces back end. And sometimes when we come back from town, we come and give her pressure. Mrs. Iroko, this story has to go for 12. Is it Tubu? 7 p.m. No. And you see, Mrs. Iroko, and she has a bit of calmness. No matter your agitation, she will.
That's why she tells her Tobo.
Sorry, a bit calm out. Too much. But how's it been on the back end?
It's not been easy. It's very, very tough, difficult, and sometimes scary. But it's very interesting. Beginning because of the standard, the standard set, and we were competing with the national TV. Yes, and we were the first private station. So the expectations were very high, both from management and our viewers.
The viewing public as well.
Yes, so it's not been easy. And getting to 7. I think formally it was 6:30.
Right.
So getting to 6:30, you see people running here and there, watching visiting the washroom, just to be ready before it starts. Yeah. You can imagine the stress.
You're running hectare second.
Yes. So, but we've made it.
Are we the report? Are we stubborn people?
Some of you guys are stubborn.
Like Portia is stubborn. Alfred is stubborn. Me, I'm a good boy. Yeah, a very good boy. Aisha is stubborn. Della Michelle, bad.
Yeah, sometimes if they don't come back early, and as you said, they will be asking whether the story can go. And sometimes the bosses will have a kind of interest in the story. Right. So they will stand by you. And formally, the Malaysians, yes, they will be by you and be asking whether the story can go.
Right.
And you can imagine the pressure.
I can imagine.
You know. So, and now technology has made it
Okay.
easy.
So this is where we bring this in.
Yes.
Mrs. Roko will guide us. You know, back in the day, oh, we have come far.
Yeah.
Big come. Oh, the camera itself is like 2 6-inch blocks on your shoulder.
On your shoulder.
Mrs. Explain this to us.
You know.
So first of all, Portia's story that we watched, you edited it, right?
Was I?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, she didn't.
She didn't. Okay, all right. These ones, how far have we come? This one, the
Yes.
Indomie babies, they will not understand.
That's what we call VHS.
VHS, right?
Yes, so we have a machine that helps us with this. And, you know, we were using analog.
Right, the
So-
piano call.
Yeah, so you have to slot the tape and you edit on
Let's
it.
take the tape out so people can
Yes.
see it. Indomie babies.
It's not like the computer that
So
you
this
just...
one has actually been labeled too.
Yes.
I'm taking it out. I understand. Oh, God. Yeah. So we used to we
Memories, eh?
Yeah, you know, it's
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Show them.
Yes. So that's what we started with. Not started with this actually, but we had another one that is called Umatic.
Right.
It's very big,
Right.
bigger than
Bigger
this.
than the
two or
big
thrice this. And we were using alongside with this. And most of these ones were used by the stringers.
Okay.
The original stories
Right.
normally came with this. So this one, that's what we use in Accra. So the reporter will go out with this. And if he comes back, we have to edit from this on another
You
thing.
need to open this one so they get a
That's
look
how
at
it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah,
Almost
so
the same.
we have a machine that we
Right.
slot in.
Slot it in.
And we normally use two, recorder and a player. So normally, if they come out, most of the cameramen can record more than 30 minutes. And you know, we normally edit 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Right.
If it's, yes, 2 minutes, 1 hour, 1 minute, 2 minutes.
So when we meet you in town and we put the microphone, measure your talk. Well, 1 minute, 2 minutes, SOT, baby.
Yes, but they will bring a whole lot of visuals and you have to select to match the script that they've given you.
Right.
So you can imagine slotting in this, you have to be shuttling here and there, looking for the shot that will match the script, you know. So if it's 30 minutes and you have to go back to 1 minute and come back to 30, Johnny.
There's pressure. And then this,
So after this, then we had this.
okay,
This was the final one before the
the
technology.
technology,
Yeah.
hard drive, and no,
I
you
mean-
need to hold it so they can.
So
Yes.
those big ones transitioned into this small one.
Yeah.
No. We use this differently. The
Okay.
time that we use this is different. This came after this,
Okay.
you know. So
Okay.
we're not using it together. So if you are using this, you use this. You have to use two, player and a recorder.
Okay.
So you normally play this in the studio.
Right.
If news is going on, you have to slot, the PA has to slot in. So you see a lot of tapes up there and you have no idea.
So
mess up-
you'll be switching. So no, it's not take PC1, PC2. That one you'll be slotting.
Yes.
So
It's
part,
still PC1, PC2.
part-
So if you put one in PC1,
Yeah.
the time this one will finish, you have to change it.
PC2.
Yes.
Eh, operator.
So it's-
I can
You
only
know, sometimes
imagine.
this thing, the tape can get torn.
so that one, that one is.
Yeah.
Or you can do.
Then they will use either super glue or
yes,
tape
to hold
it.
to hold it
It's true.
up.
But when it's playing, when that part comes, then it'll be dancing.
Yeah, you know.
Real evolution.
Anyway, that's Mrs. Iroko there. Well,
Yeah.
joining us is, my name is
Pakwasi
Pakwasi
Asari.
Asari. Yeah, he's joining us very soon. And I'm Aisha Kubu. See you after this one.
And I'll show you how Aisha reads the news when we come back.
Yeah, with the hijab.
I'll show
Hijab.
you. Yeah.
Why are you not?
profit elsewhere. So we are here at Beneflex Enterprise Car Wash in Bay. This is a business owned by Benedicta. She's been running this business for the past 4 months. Join me. Let's find out all about this wonderful business and why you should be a part of this. From count 1 to its many unique service features, the most outstanding is the show is run by the hearing and speech impaired.
I was in my office. He knocked on my door. He first greeted. He did this here. And I said, really? Yeah. I said, okay. So we communicated a little on paper and they said they wanted to start that very day. And I said, fine. And they kept on bringing their friends and brothers to join the group. I have 8 of them now. They are pleasant people to be with.
These kids reality show, Talented Kids, and there has been no turning back for DJ Switch-born Erica Tando. Now, the DJ prodigy was over the weekend honored for her amazing exploits on the world stage and for her impeccable works aiming at inspiring.
I'm feeling like Jesus Christ now when he was on the crucifix, 2 thieves by his side.
remember me when you get to paradise.
Remember me when you get to heaven. Don't be stubborn. Though. Aisha and Pakwesi, how you doing? Did you see that story?
No, I think I need to institute legal action against Okulu because I mean we talked about this. Yeah. I sent him some money. I begged him not to show this one. Is that the best?
We don't take money from anybody. Didn't you see Portia sliding down the cave?
No, but Aisha's was the best. I mean, this
was it? I mean, it
wasn't
long ago.
Danny, pause the video. Pause it. Hey, Pakwesi.
Nyame waye bi.
No, this is so unfair.
See, but is there a reason why you talk the way you talk?
How do I talk? Tell me.
Just the way you're talking.
How do I talk?
The way you're talking.
How do I talk?
I said, oh, because that's soft to be.
Are
you trying to like get the girl's attention or something like that? Like,
am I getting your attention?
You've been getting my attention.
Am I getting your attention?
You've been getting my attention.
Really?
Anyway,
my name is
guys,
Pakwesi
welcome.
Osare.
How you doing?
Thank you
So I want to find out something.
Yes.
Aisha, what he says before he starts the Johnny's bike.
No. We are not discussing.
He knows his
this.
stuff.
Why? Correct.
No, but he knows his stuff.
Of media
but he
We
knows
will
his
take
stuff.
a break when we return.
Wow, we're taking a break. But everything he says, everything.
Aisha.
Oh, he says all correct.
It's correct.
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
I grew up in a Zongo.
Yeah, he says Zongo boy.
Yeah, I'm a proper Zongo boy.
He knows what he's saying.
Yeah.
So let's now move to the northern region where schools in Boko have not been without water and food for some time.
Yeah.
And our reporter in Aisha.
Oh, that's me. I was wondering what's going on.
That is classic Aisha.
Yes, that's Aisha.
Classic
That's
Aisha.
Aisha all the time. I got you.
Let me move to Alfred.
Aisha, why are you moving?
Yeah,
I
every
know.
time.
I
Aisha is
do
always
have a
moving.
problem
And
with
she
the
would-
Johnny, you know
and
that-
she's always going in succession.
The shaking.
Aisha is always going in
I
succession.
know.
Like
I get
this,
that a lot.
this,
That like I like
this.
to move
Yeah.
around.
Let me go to Alfred now. How's it been? How's the journey been for you on TV3?
Oh no, it's been great. I think the kind of comradeship that runs amongst all the team members has helped us to be where we are today. Competition is growing on a daily basis in this space that we find ourselves in. But what makes us stand out, in my view, is the kind of teamwork that helps. It complements every other work, every individual's work in the team. So the end result is a reflection of the bits and pieces of everybody's abilities put in there. And I always say that over the last, this is what, Johnny, it's what, 7 years now?
7 years. We came in 2015.
Oh, you came with Alfred?
Yes,
He came ahead.
I came
2 or 3 months or so.
2 or 3 months, and then he came.
And then so it's been great. It's been an improvement in our professional lives. Personally, it's been a great improvement in my own professional and personal life. Because before joining this place, I think this is the biggest platform, media platform that I have worked, and with the kind of people that I worked with, and always go back to the people. being...
Why are you laughing?
Because the people make the difference. You know, the platform gives you an edge, but if you don't have the right kind of people, the team around you to encourage you, to also guide you and chip in with the experiences that they've had. We've met so many people, wonderful people, over the 7-year period that we've been here. And for me, I think that the best is yet to come. It's been 25 years of great achievements as a station. We've given birth to about 4 other offsprings in this space. But I think that for me, the best is yet to come for us as a people, especially because of the continuous additions of the talents we're seeing. And for me, I think that it keeps us on the edge and also ahead of the pack all the time. The evolution has been good.
Yeah. He went to a good school. Went to a good school.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go. He is the head.
Yes.
Of news. Our head of news. Yeah. Portia looks very soft, unassuming, but she does very wild stories. She was sliding down the cave a while ago. Yeah. How long ago was that?
She's a CNN award-winning journalist.
Yeah, you know, Meg and everything. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How long have you been at TV3?
15 years. After 25. 15, 15.
Wow.
Portia is 45, by the way.
Not yet.
So you started off as a reporter?
Yes, and a news anchor. So I remember prior to coming...
A news anchor.
Prior to coming to TV3, I had been watching Emma Morrison, the Nana Bez, the Gideon Ayikos, and I was like, one day I wanted to also come to join this great family, but I was like a seed. How do I move from a seed to a fruit?
Right.
And I remember reading the news to children in my neighborhood, and then doing my national service at the Ministry of Information, the Information Services Department.
You read and you gather them and
yes,
read
I'll just take newspaper and then I'll just read and hello and welcome to welcome to News 360. I didn't know it will lead me here someday.
You were sowing a seed.
Yes.
So you gathered the children and you read to them.
And then even during my national service, I'll take the newspaper and read to my colleagues at work. And then one day, as I was reading, we saw an advert that TV3 was looking for a news anchor and journalist. And then all my friends at the Ministry of Information were like, this is your moment. You've been reading to us, and I think it's time for you to come over. And I'm like, no, I've only been reading to you. But you need to become a seed to become great. And I'm so proud that I was planted. I wasn't buried. And then... by the grace of God, I am who I am today.
The stories that you do, I mean, sometimes I get, you get leads. People call you and say, oh, Charlie, Johnny Hughes, this one, blah, blah. I say, oh, this one is Portia's story. Hitherto it was Portia and Wendy. Some of the stories I say, this one is Portia's story. I wouldn't even go there because I like the troublesome ones. But the stories that you do, what inspires you to do those
for
stories?
me, journalism is a calling and not just a profession, and I fulfill my purpose while doing what I do. So that's what inspires me to do what I do. So it's been 15 years, but I just feel like it's something that I was called to do, and I don't mind doing it for the rest of my life. So at the end of the day, knowing that you did a single story to put a smile on somebody's face, and someone needing to undergo surgery and does not have money, and then you do a story and you raise like 150,000 cedis for one person, and because of that story, the person gets a second chance at life. A small boy who cannot go to school, and you do a story and then he gets the support needed, and someone with disability. Everyone has a voice, but some people need their voices to be amplified, and that's where journalists come in to amplify the voices of those who do not have a voice. And at the end of the day, you are doing your bit in society to bring development to everybody. I think that's the essence of journalism.
Right, and that's what we do here at Media General. What shot TV3 to fame was the community stories and all of that. But Cookie, Portia can be with you in the newsroom. She can get pregnant. She'll come and work 1 week to them, and then she will go and deliver it.
You know, a lot of people have been asking how she's been able to keep a flat tummy.
Yes,
You know, pregnant. She has one. No. On Instagram. On Instagram. Has one.
Portia.
I mean, you don't see anything.
Portia will be in the newsroom. She'll be working. She's pregnant too. Heavily pregnant. You won't see anything.
Oh, no.
Before you know, no, they say Portia for.
And you know what? You know what, Johnny? Immediately Portia calls me. Hey, Auntie, I want Auntie Philly. Then
you know that.
Yes. And she works throughout till she gives birth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as for that,
And even with a big tummy, she'll be reading. She'll read on TV.
How do you hide it?
she doesn't
You
hide
won't
it.
see the thing.
So there's nothing to be hidden.
Yes, you won't see the thing. That thing.
I mean, there are times when husbands even DM me on Instagram asking how I've been able to keep my time. I'm like, I don't do anything. And that they should take it easy on their wives. Everyone...
Slow down.
Yeah, we are all different. We are all
Right.
different.
I should slow down,
Don't rush your life.
Yes.
Telling who?
Aisha,
To
slow down.
slow down. I shouldn't rush my life.
Please don't bring this Nima lifestyle.
So Aisha, can you also tell us how it's been for you here at TV3? How long it's been? Yes, when
Let
you
me
started.
just start by saying I'm not, 15 years in the game. Barely
You
4. I'll
wish.
be 4 probably in December
You
since
wish.
I joined TV3. For someone like me, I never imagined that I would be at TV3 reading the news, and with someone like Portia that I've been watching.
I can only imagine.
In my Zongo house with my Zongo people. So I never thought that there would be that opportunity to share a seat with her and learn a lot from her. Of course, all the people seated here are my seniors. From 15 years to 10 to 25.
Yeah.
And then there's 7.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn here on the table. Let me just say that for me, I came through an audition. Johnny helped a lot with that.
Don't
me.
implicate me.
I've known Johnny for like a decade.
Don't implicate me, please. I don't know you. I've not seen you before. I only met you here. You earn your salary, I earn my own. We go home. Don't implicate me, I beg you.
And through that audition, before even that, I'd been to others. I've done a few gigs here and there. With some TV stations. Some worked out, some didn't. At some point you feel like you're being taken advantage of, and all that. But then when the opportunity rose, when I saw that advert on TV, just like Portia, that if you want an opportunity to be on TV3, you can
Hand
audition.
One leg.
I know the hand, yeah. So I guess I just went through the audition and I made it. And since then, a lot of people have been very instrumental in my life. I heard you mention Alhaji Abu Isamoni.
Yes.
That's my man.
Champion guy.
And there's Bright Namfo. He also, stick out his neck for me as well. And then there's you, even though you don't want to be mentioned.
I don't know you.
And then Madame Beatrice Ajman.
We'll do the Chinese version of the show next week.
She just, put a bet on me, and then she won. Let me just say that.
Betway.
Not Betway.
Avatar.
She's been really instrumental. When you're doing well, of course, you would hear all of the praises. When it's not going well as well, of course, you hear that you need to check yourself here and there as well. From News in Brief, a few months in, News 360, and then I was with Johnny, for about a year.
I was told this morning.
New Day.
Mr.
Yes.
Hughes.
Tough time.
So she started off on New Day. When she got better, then they went to give her to Alfred.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
How was it anchoring with Alfred? Because Alfred comes so honorable. Well, how was it anchoring with Alfred?
Always taking the center stage, but that's my guy.
Yeah.
He taught me so much.
Yeah, head of news.
So much. It's always like The best, the very best being with Alfred. So when we're about to go and I'm like, I'm a bit nervous. We have to do this, we have to do that. He's like, oh, it's cool. I know my first day was with him. It's like, nah, you have to be chill, you have to calm
relax,
down. The nerves will not help. And then, oh, he's been great.
He's been good. That's our head of news.
Can I spill our secret?
Yeah.
Can I say?
Yeah, say.
So, you know, there's a lot of stress in reading the news and all that. Sometimes Aisha comes with slippers. So there was one time.
That one, if you want to talk, Alfred. If I want to talk about Alfred's
There was one time that Aisha was reading the news and then she forgot herself.
And then my leg was out.
And then she stuck her leg out. With no shoes on.
She took it off the break.
I was in my house. I was Jesus. So immediately they went on break. I called her. I said, "Girl, you're taking your legs out. Put it back inside."
Because business focus and business news and news 360. You have done literally everything, right?
No, I'm not like you.
But you know, many people think that he's new.
No, yeah,
Many people think that you're new.
assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
So we used to have a program on 3FM, Revealed. You remember that? Thursday evenings, business personality interview.
can't remember.
Revealed. Remember that?
You know,
You on the
Johnny,
show, you can't
they
remember.
were part of the pioneers
The
of
packaging
3FM.
of 3FM.
3FM, yeah.
You don't remember Revealed?
No, he
Yeah.
cannot
You
remember.
don't?
No, I don't.
But you hosted it before. You don't remember Revealed?
You were the
Gideon
host of
Sakite,
Revealed.
your producer.
No, it wasn't revealed. It was an afternoon show.
No, there was afternoon and there was Revealed Thursday.
No.
I'm telling you.
Are you denying?
No.
The US in him is coming out.
The US is- So I'm telling you that there was Revealed which you hosted before you flew
No,
to Abuja.
I would have known. I would have known.
Well, you've
So
forgotten.
which year did you start TV3?
I started in 2015.
And you broke off when?
So I started in 2015, and then I left in 2017.
Oh,
I came back
just
in
after 2 years.
2018, and then I.
You left
Went back
again.
Yes.
So you've been.
It's been like,
Oh wow! I see. You're still listening to your
But how
story.
has the journey been for you?
It's been exciting. I mean, so I know one of you mentioned that with this kind of job, you've got to love it.
Yeah.
There's just no way you can do this thing for a long period without loving it. So I worked with Joy FM, I mean, for 4 years, and then I joined Star FM. But I'd done radio for a long period because I started from Radio Universe, and I did a bit of work at City FM as well.
Right.
So I had a lot of radio experience over a period spanning 6 years.
Right.
And I thought I should try something new because, I mean, that's what keeps me in the business, really, because I really cannot do one thing for a long time, So I wanted to try something new. And so one day, I think I gave a call through to Nanaba because we happen to have gone to the same secondary school.
Right.
So I called her and said, you know what, I want to try television. And then I think she had a talk with Beatrice. And next thing I came to meet them, and they gave me the opportunity. So I was doing part-time at TV3 while I was at Star FM. And then after 3-4 months, we had a good talk, and I joined full-time. And it's been exciting ever since. I've had to do new things. And I'm sure you like to hear about my transition to business.
Yes.
So I really didn't study anything business. In fact, I didn't study anything journalism. For my first degree, I did sociology and political science. But I had always loved journalism because my friends were always excited listening to me, talking to them. And mind you, Johnny was my senior back in JHS.
Saito, say Saito.
Yeah, we went to Saito. Lebi Keshane.
Lebi Keshane, yeah.
Holding our gallons of water to go water the flowers.
Oh, Charlie, man suffer before.
We suffer, oh, my guy. So, yeah, and then at City, Samen thought, I'll be good to do business. So that's how I started business at City FM.
Right.
And then I joined business, and then business.
And
But-
business.
And I've learned a lot, because even through interacting with people, you get to learn a lot. You ask questions, and then you also personally develop yourself. You do a lot of reading, you study, and I think that's what's brought me here today. Yeah.
Good evening, my name is Martin. Siedu
Date. The emphasis
And
is
this
on
is
the
news
date.
at 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome.
Welcome. He didn't go to site, he went to Achimota.
Good morning, guys. Good
That I
morning.
be from scratch. Yeah, we
Aisha, what
not to
happened to
players.
your-
I know, right? So I had a little accident. I was wondering why nobody's asking me.
Wardrobe
We
malfunction.
actually
What,
don't care.
what happened?
We actually don't
They
care.
give a
Oh, you
smaller
don't.
size
That's
of the
good.
shirt.
Oh,
And they
smaller
give you a
size.
small shot, yeah.
Oh, so her
Prudence mentioned it.
testicles couldn't fit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aisha is also Nima Beyonce. That's what
Yeah,
I call it.
she wanted to have a
Nima Beyonce.
Yeah.
She wanted to
Her
have
testicles couldn't
she
quite
wanted
fit.
to have a breastful day like Lily. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't expect that one.
The testicles.
Tino,
Yeah,
how are you?
not bad.
Good
at
to
all.
see you.
Yeah.
We worried you in the morning, eh?
I know.
Sorry, we
So,
apologize.
all of a sudden, my shrill voice is now sounding more masculine.
Yeah.
Very unusual. But it's good to be here with you.
Charlie, what's your story on TV3?
You know, growing up, like GTV was like the gold standard
Right,
then,
right.
until TV3 came to
Hey,
break the
boss.
barrier.
Daddy, pause the picture. No. Hey! Mankani ye crowd. Manua from Basama Sama.
Say, oh, Russia. Hey. God, you first was happy.
Where their gold standard photo?
That looks like child abuse. Isn't it?
Charlie, continue. Gold standard. GTV gold standard.
Yeah, so then TV3, many of us growing up, we saw the likes of Nanaba Namoa and some of the earlier voices, Gideon Aikwe, and persons who were trying to chart a different path when it came to television broadcaster excellence. And I was fascinated about it and wanted to be a part. I was also in the media space, but then didn't even ever think I was going to do TV. Then I applied to TV3. I think I applied twice to TV3 and was bounced, more or less, yeah. But the rejection, I took the rejection
No,
as
you're not
a
the
way
cornerstone.
I took it as a way of telling me to go and, enhance myself and get better. Because, you see, there was a certain standard TV3 had set that I wanted to be a part of. But they thought I was a bit too raw to join in. Otherwise, I'll probably get missing in the lot. So I had to go back, still in the media space, work the lines, work the angles. And I thought that, so the third time, I didn't even come calling. TV3 came
called you.
which I thought that, so they asked
When
you
the
to.
time is right, either Lord.
Absolutely, yeah. So
You seem very much in the spirit this morning.
Yeah. I've always been. I'm a church girl.
She's the prophetess of the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
right.
church girl, yeah.
Okay.
we matured in the wilderness, and then fortunately, we got a chance to come to TV3. Chairman Gabriel Busumpim.
Come on for there.
That's what he used to say.
Then when you go to him and you want to say, come on for there. Sit down.
And then Auntie B, they saw something in me and then gave me an opportunity. The day I finished my audition, I came in the next day I was on air. To my own surprise and to the surprise of some of the colleagues that had come to meet here. And look, you cannot drop the standard, and I'm privileged to say that what we used to see when we were home, I'm happy to say that we've joined the team and we've been able to even enhance that kind of excellence.
Right.
And that is what we are all here to celebrate.
So you mean before the Education Ministry standardization test?
Oh, we are standardized already.
But so you've been on New Day,
Yes, I've done.
he's
News
been on New Day.
360.
Look,
Yes.
I have done
Yeah, Martin, yeah.
almost every
Yeah,
program.
New Day, News 360, Midday Live, News at 10. Which other one?
I mean, I've done even sports. I've done. I think I'm the Michaelation of a very utility player.
Small business here, small
So
this
yeah, so
one
then
here.
I used to do business news back when in the other studio.
Yeah, right.
So my intro line was, "Welcome to Business News on News 360. Here, your business is my business."
Allah. It's a huge crowd.
So we've done, and then there was a point I think Nanaba had an issue, so they quickly had to draft me in to do the newspaper review segment of New Day, because then New Day was more heavily entertainment and then a bit of news. So I played within that space for a bit with the likes of Benny Blanco and Amake Abebrese, Sandra Nkobia, oh God. Yeah, then we moved set, changed studios, then gradually you're drafted into another, segment of the company, thinking that that is where your strength is needed at the point. So I think that's the beauty of what we do here. The management and the leadership are able to watch the space and say that you will shift you here because at this point, that is the energy we need or the kind of, strategy we need for that segment to grow. Then they move you around. So I've moved around quite a bit and I think that
you were with Kamala Dumont as well.
With the boss player. It was with the boss player.
To learn a lot. Almost everywhere I go, I pick new knowledge, new direction, and it's been amazing.
Let's say thank you to management as well. They've been, like Martin mentioned, they've had an eagle eye watching and recruiting the right kind of talent and managing and shuffling here and there sometimes. Alfred and I were hired predominantly for radio. Indeed. Alfred and I mainly for radio. How we ended up on TV is another story we'll tell.
And I started as a sports presenter.
You are joking.
I am telling you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Daniel Ni Quartet titles Global Honorable. Good morning. He's watching.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Ni, good morning to you. So Portia, where do we go from here? 25?
It can only be better, and I think we are striving to become the best station in Africa and beyond, and I want to see us there. Like I said earlier on, we are like a seed, and a seed grows, and then you bear fruit, and then out of the fruit you plant another seed. So it can only be glorious, it can only be better. I think the greatest asset of any institution is in its human resource, and we can only get better. I want to use this opportunity to also thank the backroom staff, the cameramen. Without them, my stories will never be on air. From the cameramen, the security man, the cleaners. I mean,
yes.
Please, teacher.
Please,
teacher. I have
yes.
Please, teacher.
Matilda Baba. Yeah, Matilda.
Yes,
she's
teacher.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Please, your story on Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
How did you come up with it? Because it was like, the thing happened at 2 o'clock, 2:01.
Yeah.
She was ready with the
Story.
News planning.
Had you prepared it already?
We did one with Nelson Mandela as well.
And Jerry Rollins as well.
Yeah, so it's news planning. As a news anchor, you have to
As
be
a news
ahead.
Anchor.
It's the anchor for you.
The anchor hooks you.
News anchor or journalist, you have to be ahead. When people see you, they think you're a dictionary, a working dictionary. From A to Z, you should at least research. I think the basic thing about journalism is about research, and so that's what we do.
For that young person watching and who admires the talents we have here, who's also looking for an opportunity like what we all had, what would you say to them?
Well, it's a very big space now. When media started, you didn't have a lot of people, although there were many people at home were craving to enter into the media space. They only thought it was about the pomp and pageantry. I mean, seeing people on television and reading, and they didn't really think that there was much work, behind the screens. But I've got to tell them that there's a lot more work behind the screens, and with the proliferation of the airspace, you can expect a lot of junk work. But if you've got to distinguish yourself, if you've got to make a difference, then you've got to be seen to be doing things differently and not like what everybody does. I can particularly speak for the business space within which I operate, and I can say that we are committed to being the go-to when it comes to business news reporting. My boss, Fred Avonyo, together with the team, Dela, Menu, very young and enterprising young lady, Nanekia, Brampa, we want to be the best, and that's what we're working towards. We want to be reporting on the very latest government negotiation with the IMF. We want to be there everywhere to bring people the latest. And that's what we stand for.
That's what you stand for, yeah.
And I think it's for many young ladies watching, it's not about putting on makeup, wearing the best dress and being on telly.
Not being a slave queen. It's doing the job.
Hard work, it's blood, sweat and tears. And for anyone who wants to be like me, I'll tell you that you have the potential to even become better than me.
Yeah,
Blood, sweat,
that's
and
important,
tears.
Johnny, because people, you know, we think people don't know or people don't watch, but they will. I mean, if you come and sit on television and then you're looking good and then you're asking silly questions, people can tell.
They take notice.
You know.
Yeah. Alfred, what do you say? Okay, sorry. It's a huge crowd here.
Well, so in saying thank you and showing gratitude, I started off by talking about the impact that the people here at Media General have had on my life, and I'm sure that we can say same for all of us, because we don't work as individuals. The complementary effect of our own input is what has got us this far. And thank you to David Max Fugger. You know, David Max Fugger was the one who reached out even before I joined TV3.
He called us for radio.
Indeed.
He had a very nice way of calling it. Fred Chidi.
Yes. So
Fred
Chidi,
the job, you know they understand the job.
They understand the job.
Fred Chidi, David Max Fugger, Winston Amwa.
Yeah.
Winston Amwa.
Brighter Sempa.
Brighter Sempa. And all of them were the ones. So it was good. I mean, because TV3, well, 3FM at the time was the third radio station I'd worked with. We have all had relationships every step of the way over the last many years, even before we joined TV3.
Like
because
footballers.
Martin was with me at Choice FM in 2008.
Charlie, you started here, you know.
I know what. In 2008, we were together.
Danny,
at
go
Choice
to
FM.
our first Facebook page. Look through the pictures. That Choice FM, there's a Michael Jackson bars. Kind of trousers have been there. You show us.
Yeah. So,
then when they had finished the thing, they were waiting for Solid. So they were
we're waiting for TNT.
I take strong exception to that. I take strong exception. Alfred does not take solid, please.
Solidarity. He doesn't stand in solidarity.
He doesn't take solid.
But the person himself hasn't.
The person is not denying.
My silence does not mean I'm not denying. But well, so yeah, and I think that how faith has brought us all together again, and having crossed our path and in years past, and then coming together now has also helped, because then we're able to create a certain level of relationship beyond the professionalism that we're putting together. And if it's just about work, you know, you just come and do your stuff and go. But we've created relationships because we spend most part of our hours in the day here, you know. So that's one thing that I appreciate. And getting in here, look, Johnny, as you said, we got in for radio.
Charlie, we used to do 14 hours for radio a day.
Indeed. And
14 hours.
Indeed. And so, so thankfully, one day somebody just reached out to us and said, you know what, Alfred, come by television. And we did the television
together,
the same day.
Studio
A. You know, and Beatrice Ajman, who was then the head of news, at the time, the next day reached out and said, you know what, I think you've got something. So I'm going to give you a try.
No, you need to say it well. I think, Alfred, I think you've got something. I think you have something that you can deliver. Until she money to you.
Indeed, and all thanks to her. And every step of the way that I've been here, she has always chipped in. And this is something that we all cannot mince words on. When Aisha talks about being bet upon, that's the kind of leadership, you know, that she brings to the fore. She puts her
have you
neck
noticed
on
all the guys
line.
in spectacles? They speak English, but I'm going to get his spectacles very soon.
So, well, I won't. See,
it's a disability aid.
So we say that, and then also to the many people who chipped in, from Gabi to also Brighton and Alfo, and then also you had the likes of Roland Walker, who came in along the way, Seda Mofori, Ibrahim Asari, Matilda Haynes,
Mr. Afo,
Mr. Afo, he I used to call him the man who makes things happen. You know, so thankfully we are still on the path of greatness, because we have the leadership to do so. I think everything rises and falls on leadership. So if the next 25 years is going to be better than where we are now, it still falls on leadership. And I believe that we have the right leadership to get us where we want to be.
Okay. Lawyer Kakre Samoa is watching us. Good morning. Thank you very much indeed. Everybody is enjoying what we are doing. Martin,
Are you going to dance today?
Yeah, of course. I'm like, I started dancing on morning
Allo
TV.
dancing, no.
You know, the thing is that I started dancing on morning TV.
Oh, it's allo.
And then they picked it up.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, sir.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I have danced with Nana Kudedu Ajima Rollins on this set. She said, oh, you were a very good dancer. We danced to Ambulance.
Yeah.
Listen,
I danced with Ambulance.
I work with this gentleman every day on the show. Mr. Onimusa.
Before you got here, people are giving me the title. Don't let Giovanni deceive you. It's not good. Tino, closing thought. Let Tino have a bite. He's not spoken in a while.
You're trying to
and then Aisha. No, we are not. We are not. We will tell you we want to close.
I saw you trying to mimic Auntie B.
Yeah.
The best way to me. She wants to give you filler. Hey, pa.
Are you serious? That's Auntie B.
The Auntie B has a lead for you.
Hey, Portia.
Auntie B, good morning to you. Johnny, do you know that?
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't think that bringing you here would be this big. It has gone everywhere. It has gone viral.
Oh my God! This is 100%. This is classic Auntie B.
Put Auntie B's picture on the screen for us. Aisha, where do we go from here?
Johnny, I want to
I want
talk.
Marty to have the closing talk on this break.
You know, when we talk about young people and what kind of impact we can have on them, I am just grateful for the opportunity that the one given me gives a lot of young Zongo children also the opportunity to dream and know that they can go even higher than I have. You know, when we go out there, we see a lot of parents, they are really proud, and kids alike. They want to, get to even greater heights. You know, from where we came from and where we both, you and I, the Zongo communities, you know that there are a lot of stuff that is preventing you from probably achieving your dreams, getting to where you want to, sometimes quality education, because of one reason or the other. So a very big thank you is what I would say to Media General for the opportunity to give to other children or young people to be able to dream and know that, their time is also coming.
Yes, and in addition to what you're saying, this time you're not only going to break the glass ceiling, but to put a rope down to ensure that those behind
we get
us
people behind us to climb
but ensuring
Small conversation. Small conversation. You want to break that?
it's about mentorship.
She's talking about mentorship.
Breaking the glass.
There's a glass
We're not seeing where the glass is. We're going
Martin,
higher.
no, wait.